trending content. This Ramadan, spend time with Salam TV. Join us for our daily Ramadan tips, reminders, Quran recitations, and health advice featuring special guests. Sibulukuka Iftar segment at 6:45 p.m. taking you up and about in major mosques. Be inspired by
Boss. I'm called Don Zen, the one with you. I work with. Don is part of the name. That's why I'm called Gifted. Yeah, so I'm the team lead for Ulster Analytics, where we learn the mental health and other people. Yeah. I'm an entrepreneur, I love money. Yeah. That's why we're sitting next to each other. Alright. Then our president. Of course.
Thank you. My name is Maseruka Robert, the Internet New President of Makerere University. Student of Journalism and Communication in my first year.
You've already handed over far, right?
Yeah, sure.
How did it feel?
In my retirement.
It's a story for another day.
Alright, and of course Bavis MC, and it's always happy to be with you guys. Today we are here with another expensive topic that we're supposed to emphasize on, and that is depression. And first of all, I believe that depression is for real. And I don't know about Tifa. Let her introduce herself, then after she also tells us depression is real.
Before we even actually started the show, I was telling you all here that if you've ever been depressed, or if you don't believe that depression is there, you are living under denial. Because one of the signs of depressed people, or people that are almost running mad, is living under denial. See, Tifa is my name. How have you guys been? We are back with the Thursday episode where we talk about only those things you want to hear about, and we've never talked about them during the Saturday show.
And of course, beautiful people, it is Irunji Dora, aka the baby boss lady. It's such an honor to have you guys with us again. Every Thursday, we happen from 3 to 5 p.m. and we shall be tackling and talking about those not even expensive, those topics or issues that actually or make it hard for like the youth to be youthful. So basically we shall be tackling those issues and getting to know the solutions to those problems. That's why you can see today with us we have beautiful, amazing people with us and different genius. So we have a mental health person or talk and specialist that is going to be helping us understand what we're actually going to talk about today, which is actually depression, and it is real.
Guys, let me do this. Assalamu alaikum to our Muslim family. It is Ramadan and we are still in Ramadan. So assalamu alaikum. We are waiting for it tired.
I like how Tifa always dresses up when it is time for Ramadan. It is sensational because one ayambala, but you wait after. Anyway, it is good that you respect.
No, the problem you guys don't understand. You want to depress me now. These clothes that I put on during Ramadan, they're just 30 days. And one of these, like, by the way, me personally, the cheapest abaya I have is 150,000. Those are 3 jeans and they are t-shirts. So you cannot expect me to be putting on 150,000 every day. Of course, I have to go to 200.
Guys, it's not even about the prices. Me. Let's not get Tifa depressed. And I think it's high time we dive into what exactly we're here for.
Now let me start with the lady, of course. I want to always start with the lady. Is it fine? You're fine with me. Okay. Yes. First tell us, you've been through. You're a senior woman right now. You're superior above most ladies who are in high school, nursery.
You've gone through the
campus. Yes, I kind of say you've seen it all with the teenage age and somehow the youth after the teenage age. So what do you think is that main reason what is that main cause of depression in the girls?
Okay, basically, according to me, depression is caused by, let me say, the childhood past.
Okay.
And as a girl, relationship issues.
Okay.
Relationship issues.
Mr. Masaroka, do you believe that depression can be passed through blood, genes?
Well, at one time I happened to be in a certain hospital when they're giving birth, those rooms, I don't know how it works. So here is this lady that gives a birth to this child, and then all of a sudden the doctor says the child is depressed just after birth. So as a person, I think depression can be transferred.
Yes.
Not really through blood, but because of what people go through.
Yeah.
Basically, I was trying to imagine what caused depression to such a young baby, but I think the process through which she came on earth is such a hard one, probably through what the mother was eating, through what she was drinking, and everything. So yeah, I think one can be born and at birth they're already depressed. Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Zen, what are your views on
That.
on depression? What do you think
Depression
causes?
being genetic. Or
Being genetic, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be, but I would like to differ from like being born with it, because like you can't look at me and you just say that I'm depressed.
Depressed.
Yeah, immediately. And
It's
also
also bad to put a mark.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
also like kind of like there are psychiatrists who actually take you under diagnosis to determine that you're depressed. Many young people now mistake sadness with depression. You know, like those are two, stress with depression.
Yeah.
You need to identify, okay, what state am I in at the moment? Am I sad? Am I stressed? Or am I depressed? And also time frame matters. You can't be sad for a week and say that, okay, now I'm depressed. You can't be sad for 3 weeks and then you think it's not a problem. So I think here time frame matters,
Yes.
but also who has told you that you're depressed matters a lot.
Okay, I think him talking about that, I would love to ask, what, according to the fact that you know so much about depression, what are some of the signs? Because you said it takes time. You understand? So what are those signs that you feel like, you know, okay, these are some, maybe 3, that you'll be like, if now it goes, you see this, you know, now, my friend, you are in a very terrible situation.
Okay, I think so for people to like start seeking for help, it has to be like 2 weeks of like consistent change in routine.
Okay.
So the change in routine determines whether someone is unwell or okay. So if I was Zen who could come at the show very happy doing this, you know, I keep time, I like enjoy having friends, and all over the sudden like these things change. I no longer want to come, I no longer want to associate, I am forgetful, you know, like things that have changed and yet I used to enjoy. So those are kind of like signs, you know, trying to not talk about things, or all over the sudden you are extremely so happy and people are wondering, okay, what's going on?
Wait, too much happiness is also a sign of depression?
Yeah, this can be forced, right?
Yeah, like I mean, like people have different coping mechanisms, and everyone shows like signs differently. I can be extremely happy, but you don't know what's going on. You know, that is my way of masking the truth. That man, I'm going to go maybe party, maybe do this, maybe play soccer, because like that's what I want people to see. You know, and then when I go back in my room, like I'm miserable. Or I can be totally sad, and you know that is how I want to show my feelings. So people kind of show signs differently. Everyone is unique. What happens to you is not the same thing that is going to happen to me. But the most important thing is to notice like the small tiny changes.
Those small changes, that the routine that changes.
The small changes, and then like, you know, you check in with a friend. But to say that someone is depressed, it has to be diagnosed by a professional. You don't just come out and be like,
say that this person, because even marking them depressed can get them depressed.
And also like we no longer want to use the word quote unquote mad. There are no mad people.
It's just the situations that
people are sick.
make you.
Someone is sick actually.
But there are no mad people.
We don't have any mad
That
people.
is new. That is new to me. I don't know.
No, me, I heard about it.
Yeah? Is that new to you? Yeah?
Very new.
It's very new, yeah? First talk to us, man. You seem to be quiet, but me, I want to get it out of here. What do you feel? Do you feel that friends, you not having friends, or you not having the actual attention from friends, you get can also get you depressed?
So on that particular question, I think I enjoy being by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah.
You're alone.
It's the loners we're talking about.
I don't know if it's,
Or an introvert.
I don't know.
Okay, let me ask. Have you ever been depressed?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
But I would say maybe I have.
Like, have you ever been sad? Like, you're sad.
Continuously.
Yes, and it takes something like a week or more than a week. Because you can take that to be depression.
You've been that sad.
How
What
did you
do?
go away from it?
From depression, from that situation.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm a musician. I do music, so
You sing it out.
So you sang and got fine.
yeah, whenever I sing, I don't think about any other thing. So.
Is Mr. Zen, that means depression, it's like a state in a certain period. So does it mean it goes away like completely, or it's a continuous state and you just need to find how you can get out of it? Because if he's saying he sang and then it was done, you can't tell me there is not that time that has come and you got challenged again and you felt that way again. So
Yeah, I think there is phases. There's that chronic one, like chronic depression, where you even have medication.
okay.
Like,
Pills.
Yes.
To give you a chill.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Like,
antidepressant.
Yeah.
yeah. So there are those, but
People
there is
know
that
these
one
things.
also where I do like.
There's
There are pills for
There's
that.
that
Yeah.
pill.
Yeah,
There's
there
that pill
is.
that people used to take in high school. Though they were
Cosmos.
using it. Yeah, Cosmos. They were using it for the wrong reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently people used to say that it was for what? It was
Like
for
the
such people who are depressed, stressed, having such issues, aged. You don't have sleep. It just gives you that chill.
It's such a
Because
surprising
why people use such medicines or any drug for that reason, because it gives you like a kind of a feel.
okay.
So for someone who is struggling with depression and they're on medication, or someone who has schizophrenia, when you give them like a tablet,
Yes, what?
That's schizophrenia.
Guys, let's
that's
be on the same page, please, because we have viewers
schizophrenia,
there wondering.
I'll give an example. Do you see how like people wake up in the morning and they're all over the blue, taking off clothes, walking on the streets, and then quote unquote you call them
Mad,
mad.
okay.
No, sometimes they're struggling.
It's a phase.
Yeah,
It's a
like with schizophrenia, which is like a big extent of like a mental illness. It's a mental illness.
Okay,
The way you say malaria.
let's talk about relationships. Yeah, she mentioned relationships, right? What is that stage of relationships? Oh, first of all, have you passed through that phase of being depressed because of a guy,
Because of a relationship.
or because of a friend?
Okay,
Because
it may not
relationships are
be
wide.
you, but it can be a friend and you know about
Okay,
it.
yes. I friend, yes.
A friend.
Yes.
Why
Oh,
not?
Okay.
So how are you sure that you know what, as a girl, relationship is
Yeah.
something that gets you
But
depressed?
honestly, okay, let me first ask. Do you all believe in love?
My
I
friend,
believe-
love is a
Pastor,
beautiful
how many are we?
thing.
1,
believe.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I
Yeah.
believe.
The
Mr.
six
Masori,
believe-
Mr. Masarika.
I don't
do you believe in love?
I don't know. I know the questions to bring that one.
No.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
believe
You
in love.
you believe in love?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
You
God.
believe
Yeah, I
in
believe in that.
Love or music?
You believe in that?
Which kind?
The
Both.
Love.
Your-
Love.
Agape love, there
Like
is
the romantic love?
Yes.
I think I believe in it.
Okay,
To
may I
an extent.
believe in love. Like, I love you guys, you're my friends, you're my brothers, but I do not believe in this love of we are going to love each other, we are dating. I mean, I love you, I'm going to give you my world. No, I don't believe in that.
wow.
It's a lie.
Ashley, tell us,
Okay.
tell us.
To me,
Because
when
if
I say
if I get that charm, you're gonna love her.
Hey, guys, you know.
guys, give love a chance.
No,
Yes.
thank you.
Tell her mom.
But
I gave it
no.
a chance. Should
Look
I
at
tell
her.
you?
And she
Talk to her
wants to
directly.
have kids.
Talk to her
and
directly.
family.
Tell
Children
her.
give love a chance,
Thank you.
honestly.
Yeah.
Should I
Dora.
tell you why I can't give it a chance?
Dora, fix her.
Because I've seen people cry.
My love, I'm going to show you
Dora,
how
fix her.
it is to be loved. Don't worry, I got
Yeah.
you.
When you've
Mr.
never
Masarika.
received flowers.
You believe in love?
Yes?
Yes?
She just stated a few minutes
Please,
back
I hope you're not on her side.
that
Please, I hope you're not on her
she
side.
just said it a few minutes back.
Yeah.
Yes.
That part of reasons that's why you understand that someone is in depression is when they deny. I think
People who say
she's
She's living in
Thank
denial.
you. Let us first turn
Practice
back to
what
Ashley.
she
Yeah?
preaches.
Ashley,
Yeah.
first tell us
So,
that
you-
phase.
The phase of depression in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're in love, honestly, truly, it's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
I've experienced it. It's nice.
Are you still in that love?
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Love is a beautiful thing. Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm in love.
That's a smile, yeah?
Do you mind sending a shout out to that person?
Shout out to you.
My love.
And the name?
Oh my
No,
god.
no.
Shout
Oh
out
my
to
God,
you.
telling us so. What's
Okay,
the
yeah.
experience like?
Yeah.
Tell us that experience, yeah?
In a relationship, it's hard. There are levels you have to grow in. You have to understand the person. You have to know the behaviors, how to adjust, how to be considerate, and then there's a time where you are not on the same page.
Yeah. Just not taking it.
You'd be like, you're out there, you want to hustle, and this person is so like, but you have to be at home,
right?
you have to balance books and all that. But then you remember, you're back at home, mami jaja gamba. Kati mwala wange okomyemo really what
Wasoma weka.
Exactly. So when that pull reaches and you're like, you need space. You're like, even in a friendship, guys, there's betrayal, there's backstabbing, and then you sit down in a room. I don't know other people's, because I've never been depressed. And
You've ever been depressed?
Yes. And I thank Davis for this, for this opportunity to come here and talk about it. Because you be there, and it's a lot that is disturbing you, and something called insomnia, guys. I couldn't sleep.
What you said?
Insomnia, I can't sleep.
Been there.
That's what you said?
No. Say something different. I can't say it again.
Yeah. So
that state causes all that. When you don't feel loved anymore, you feel you're tired of that person. You feel like, manage, you guys so much to me, I pay space and all that. But with time, you learn how you get depressed, yes, but you learn how to grow out of it. You don't let it sink into you and control you and take over all over you get. So yes, I think that's our time.
So you crawled out of it, but how exactly? Because
I got it.
You know, sometimes you can say you just crawled out of it, but when you used some specific, maybe happiness, challenging yourself to be happy, therapy, drugs, alcohol.
Okay, for me, I told you I had insomnia, I couldn't sleep.
Yes.
And
because of that, depression.
Because of the depression.
And
it wasn't only because of depression alone. It wasn't only because of love. No. Other
factors.
Things,
academic stress, is against you.
Academic stress. This time you're sick, and you have
just
a lot
too much to handle.
Business taken, loss. You get so you feel like you're alone in the world. So what I did, I realized after I was depressed, I used to sit in the showers and be like,
in the shower.
I'm not again.
So what is your therapy?
Another bill.
Wait, you used to sit in the shower and let it. Okay, I kind of feel that is also because I also feel good when I do that. Just that I've never been depressed personally.
Oh dear.
Though amazing
not double bid. Never die.
Exactly. So I used to sit in the showers and I'd be like, okay, what is wrong? What's the problem? Why can't I sleep? Actually, what is it? Then, guys, God. I went back for fellowship.
Nice.
At St. James Chapel at Mops.
So they helped you a lot.
Yeah, they helped me a lot on that part of curing the depression and all.
Yeah.
And also writing.
Okay, so what I want to understand is basically how did the church or the fellowship team
talking to someone?
Yeah,
because there's always someone to talk to at church.
Exactly. Always someone to talk to. And also friends, if you have the right friends, guys. Friends will help you a lot. Shout out to my girls, by the way.
Especially some names, man.
Shout out to Mutesi Patience. Shout out to Noemba Bazilin, Angel, Betty. They are very many.
They helped you. It's a big crew, yeah?
Yes, a big crew.
Yeah, and then Mr. Maserika over here. I'm so interested. Have you ever been in a depression state before?
I really don't know, but I cannot deny that I've not been in one.
Okay, what are those sad experiences, those moments? Because most of him being in his position, a leader, I'm sure he has gone through a lot. The fact that you're a leader in school and Makere is a big, institution. So I'm sure there are those stages where I were like, naeba nangi, omuntu ye. You understand that got you like you felt like I need to talk to someone, I need to find a solution to get out of this. What are those experiences or those situations?
Well, first of all, I would love to first address a little more issue about relationships.
Okay.
Like she was trying to narrate. I think relationships, not only leaning on those that are romantic in nature, but there are those with girlfriend and boyfriend, your spouse, your boss, your parents, and all of those can cause depression. You reach a place of work Part of the reasons when I was going through some reading, they said Monday is a depression to very many people.
The people what?
You get that you are within the weekend, but
You're stressed
you
about that
cannot even be
particular
happy
day.
enough on a Sunday simply because you're feeling.
That phase at 5 p.m.
No, that's
Exactly.
some
I've also
really.
done
But you know,
more.
even
Yeah.
young children can
True.
go through that depression because of
True.
waking up early in the morning.
And-
Me, my
and-
baby sister, I woke her up on Monday. And her school bus picks her up at 5. So I woke her up at 4:30, and she told me, "But can't you ever give me peace?"
Yeah,
So which means she was not happy about it. Like, she wasn't happy, and all she had to tell me was, "Can't you ever give me peace? I mean, I need to
I
have
kind
my
of
life
feel,
as a person."
I kind of feel like Tifa will one day get depressed because of how the baby sister gives the feedback.
She's like the elder sister in this. Yeah, so Masarika, I was still
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so there are things in life that just could be seeming a daily routine, but they are always a depression to us.
Yes.
But also the personalities of people. Someone has talked about an extrovert.
Okay.
According to what he has stated, he seems to be an introvert.
Yes.
That to him, he's good when he's
Alone.
alone. Meaning, if he gets very many people in the room and they're cheering and they're doing what, it
That's a
brings
big
depression.
problem.
That's a big problem.
Yeah.
That's a
to
big
him.
problem to him.
Yeah.
It makes
But
you
he's an artist.
makes you
He's going to
anxious.
be on
They
stage. and
make
there are
it,
people
yeah.
seeing it.
That's different because at the stage you're still alone and they are listening.
Exactly.
I'm talking about when they're in your room, they are
All over
jazzing,
your
they are
space.
hyping,
Yeah.
and
I kind of feel
Yeah.
like when they're in your
Yeah,
space,
they're in your
that
space.
space that
Yeah.
you really feel like it's yours. Yeah.
they're actually there to give you comfort, but you're feeling so lonely than ever before.
You feel stressed
Is
out.
that how you feel?
So
Yeah, I think at some point. It's like,
yeah. So the others are when one is an extrovert, we all know he's a social good, and he's everywhere conversing with people. When you are with him, there is always a conversation. There is something he has to talk about.
Alone.
And you all of a sudden find him alone seated, and that is why we come out and ask, even without checking,
He's like, "Are you
making diagnosis and so on of what has happened. Are you okay?
My God.
Is everything fine?
Sila kubera yeka.
Exactly, because they are never lonely, they're always
Yeah.
having a jazz and so on. So there are these physical things that we can identify. Now, coming to what she has just talked about, I think we have seen leaders always having mental illnesses.
Yes.
Very many of
Pressure
them.
that comes with it.
The pressure that comes with it. And of course, you always have this public accountability. So when things are not running, there is always that good vibe when everyone is praising you. Yeah. And there is always that what you feel as a person, because at the end of the day, it brings that hopelessness in you.
I've been through such a phase, by the way.
Exactly, that no one cares.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no one cares. You cannot talk to anyone.
Not just no one cares.
Yeah.
When they were voting you or during campaigns, they were praising you.
Yeah.
But now you're the enemy. Why?
Exactly.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So now the narrative of whoever now looks at me must be thinking of how he should be beating me or what and so on. Yeah, they have that angle on you. It actually also gets to your psychology, like how when you meet people, because of the narrative that has been pictured outside, you're moving and you think people are not people don't love you and so on. When you look at things that happen, I'll give an example because I've been there. There's instances that happen in Uganda here, and I can literally know a leader is depressed.
Please tell us. Tell us.
Give us one. Give us
Yeah.
one. Where you saw a leader and you saw a leader.
No, feel fine. You see, these are
He's actually
Because
talking to
yes,
the leaders.
we need to understand. Even
these are some of the
leaders and
histories that
people.
have been. When you look at Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States of America,
Yes.
during the Civil War, he ruled from 1861 to 65. In that period, America had a civil war between whether we should have slavery or not.
Or not, yeah.
So he's mentioned as one of the presidents that had depression.
Okay.
Whenever you have a side of people that are saying you are the worst living that has ever existed, because some of the members in the United States of America were pro-slavery. Another one is John F. Kennedy.
But you're taking us far.
No. I'm giving you that history.
Yes.
That when I mentioned those in Uganda,
Yes.
you know it's not about
You know he's
Uganda
not alone. Yes.
Exactly.
In fact, you
So
shall
it
know
has
he needs
been.
help.
Take
It
You
has-
shall know he needs
it has-
help, right?
it
Tifa,
has-
make sure you're
How
not
many
slow.
mental health
if there are any people that can do counseling to these leaders, then
Yes.
you can please approach them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like I've told you in the time of the Cold War, when you cannot make a direct decision, when you feel when I make this decision, these people are going to go against me, all the thoughts come into your mind, and all of a sudden you start losing sleep. You're not confident about yourself. You're thinking you're not a leader anymore. Instances that have happened, whereas people say, I'll start with the big man, His Excellency. Whereas people say he's now too much used to pressure, but there are things that happen, and
You can
as
tell
I
that
know who has
he's
been there, that now wherever he is,
He's not breathing.
he's yeah, you
He's
still
under
having it
pressure.
at heart. The pressure from people
By the way, true.
get onto you as a leader at heart. You start feeling those voices even in their absence.
Yeah. Guys.
And that is what it means. So as a person, I can understand what Honorable Matthias Impoga
You've
is
ever
going
felt
through.
voices?
Of course, you feel them.
You know, carry
Those
the
are
weight.
Let me tell you, you can just go
Universities
on WhatsApp or on TikTok and you find only one video that is talking about negatively about you as a leader.
Definitely.
And when you settle down, there are very many voices that are picturing in those videos and they are coming to you.
Exactly.
You get the point. So those things have been there. When President His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu was out and we had a saga of whether he's gay or not, and then he had to come out and clear it with a song. It should be picturing of what was running to it. What are these people thinking about me? So these things happen on around leaders, but they cannot come out and say, colleagues, see, we are
dying.
depressed. I think we need a
therapy.
counselor.
Yeah.
No, but according to what they do, according to what they speak, one can picture and say, this person is going through a lot.
Okay,
Alright.
I think according to what Maserika said, I think we need specific mental health hospitals for these people that cannot go to the public.
They're actually there.
Because Butabika has many people. I've
No,
been to
it's just a
Butabika
matter
before.
of calling someone
Yeah.
at your home. Because people have money.
Let me tell you guys,
These people, no,
you
Tifa,
cannot
listen,
talk to
these people
everyone.
have money. This person can go to your home. They're do you know the number of people that study
Okay.
for these people?
Should I
Like
tell you
someone
a
is
story?
studying for someone who's supposed to be depressed.
No.
Should I
someone
tell
who's
you a
supposed to
story
have
about
medication.
about what she said? Because me, I know someone that is a leader and they were depressed and they had nobody to talk to. Not even their family. Why? Your family itself. But some people got into leadership and their families are not supporting them. So your family didn't support you into leadership. You're depressed. Whom are you going to talk to? Nobody. What do you need is a counselor. And if you do not need if you need a counselor and you feel like this counselor is going to talk out whatever you're doing. For example, if you go to Butabika, there are private sides where we have the minister's kids, we have the plant kids that have, and they are there in
You've
Butabika.
been to Butabika.
I've not been to Butabika, but I got medicine from there.
Yeah. No, Tifa.
I'm
What
an
I
First
example
wait,
of
first
depression.
wait.
Tifa, what
You've
I
not
know.
been to Butabika, but you got medicine.
I got a doctor that was brought home.
Doctor medicine.
A doctor to check me
Tifa,
and then give me the
Tifa,
medicine.
Guys,
This is the thing. You know, Nuri did medicine.
Yes, I know.
So she has doctors that had to come home and check me.
Okay, so
But
how
then
did you know,
I was not
how did
sleeping.
you know that in Butabika there's a section for cool kids and ministers' kids?
Bro,
and-
my sister is a doctor. These are things she tells me every day. That's why right now nothing will shake me into
She
depression.
knows from that sector.
Because I know whatever can put you there.
Davis and Tifa, specifically right now, not even,
I
look
cannot
at
have
the point of
depressed.
view of the rich kids, manya,
Yes.
you pay people. They're actually counselors that are there to just help these guys. You
And you
understand?
can't trust them.
It's not about trusting, because usually those hospitals, I believe they have professionals. You understand? So you just need to know where you're supposed to go. And I feel like leaders
then
should
what
actually
would you
be given.
advise a leader
Yeah.
that cannot go to Butabika because it's a public place, that cannot choose any other, like any counselor, maybe at church or anywhere at work? What would you advise them to do?
I think just like the normal healthcare system, there is public and private system.
Yes.
So as a leader, if you can't, because again, as a leader, you have to be careful who you open up to.
Yes.
That's the first place, because it can either be used against you,
or even though they sign things.
you get.
True.
Yes.
So, but to just set a foundation, all like mental health professionals are binded by a non-disclosure.
Exactly.
By virtue. So if this professional, if you go to them and like they issue out your
They
laundry
disclose,
and
yes.
they disclose, they
You have
can
a right to sue them.
lose their license as well.
Nice.
And you can, sue them. So very many young people fear that, okay,
Sometimes
when
the
I go,
license doesn't even matter because the cash they've given him to disclose is a lot.
I mean, no, now that is a person who is in for the money, not really for the profession. Yeah. But also like as a young person, I wouldn't say that I have that much money to buy off this person just to get Brafi's information.
But
Which
if you
actually
love
turns out to
something,
be a
now
challenge.
you love TV, it's a passion, right? If you love it and then maybe they are doctors and the license is taken away, you would be hurt. If you loved it,
Okay, let us run the red carpet to the quietest person on the panel. Now, first tell us, you've been in school, right?
Yeah.
What school?
I did my school in Masaka. Inside
How about what?
university.
Yeah, university.
Makere.
Makere. Have you had school pressure yet?
School
Have
pressure.
you ever had that school pressure that
Which
got
one
you to
kills?
think that Mbintami,
I've actually not had school pressure, but I've had music pressure.
music pressure?
So you were what? You were what? You were just going through.
Yeah, actually,
So
I
that-
did at my
What's
best.
in there?
I did not have
First
it.
tell us about that music pressure.
So the music pressure, okay, the only bit that gets you depressed. Maybe I should talk about that part. I'll give you like 4 reasons. The first one is expectations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before I joined music professionally, taking it as a career, I set my goals. So I was like, maybe 1, 2, 3 years, I'll see myself this way. So, as we all know,
You gave yourself a deadline.
The
and a goal.
expectations.
yeah, exactly. Okay, like any other person in your own careers, you set your goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even in life.
Of course,
Normal things,
of
yes.
course, it's
Yes.
it's only normal.
Yeah.
So I set my own goals, and I know by this year I'll be here and I'll be like this, behaving like this. It's because music is fantasy.
Yes.
You understand? Before you write a song or hit studio, you already know how you want to be in a video, how you want your fans to
take
perceive
you.
the song. You know, so it's always those expectations that maybe shatter the entire, So at some point you set your goals and you don't meet them. Not even halfway, not even quarter way.
Not even just in music,
Exactly.
by the way. Even in school.
Anywhere.
It definitely
So you-
brings
Even
you
in
down.
school,
Have you ever written a target in
target.
school?
Our
You
head
write a
teachers used to-
target and you get nothing.
We had a head teacher that made us write what you want at the end of the term, and make sure you should get it, because if you
What
don't
you're
get
going
it-
to do
If you
to
don't get it-
achieve
To
that.
achieve it.
yes.
Me, I made a target of 8 in 8 in my form 4, guys. I cried when results came back. I'll never do targets
But why would you do 8 in 8? Let us first run
because
to
I
Ashley.
expected this.
Ashley, tell us, you've had school pressure before, right?
True.
Wow. What was it?
How is it like?
Max.
It's been like.
Okay, guys, school pressure is real, especially at campus. When you have to balance everything in life, basically the business part of life, your personal part of life, expectation from your parents.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day,
Parents have a lot of expectations.
a lot.
Yes.
End of the day, mommy will say, degree.
Eddie, wow.
Eh,
Oh, you said
Omushisha. Omushisha.
Everything comes with something else.
They have to be 2 degrees at the end of the day.
True. Especially on the girl side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so academic pressure, you guys, it's a lot. You have to balance the coursework. Then from coursework, you have to then
Social
CGPA,
life.
exactly. Then the CGPA. So yeah, academic pressure is it's real. Fact, even this week, guys, pressure.
Yeah, in fact, I know of you guys. I for one, I know that you guys are having papers, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's first talk to our.
Mr. Masaruka.
Mr.
Balancing
Masaruka, yes.
leadership and education.
Let's talk about
Social
a
life.
boy child. Yes.
Yes.
You're in campus. You're having a lot of pressure, not just school. It's coming from parents. It's coming from friends. It's coming friends whereby they need you to fit in everything that they do, and you to put them with different families. Yeah, people don't know what
back
what
there,
sent
what is
you, who
expected.
sent you. Some people are sent by the whole community to study in Kampala. Yes, so they have that pressure, and then they reach here, they have to fit in, because even fitting in is a social the social expectation that you're supposed to meet. Yeah. Let's talk about it, because by the way, I've attended a graduation whereby they were congratulating that guy. Yeah, but they were telling him, congratulations on the degree ogirese.
Nice.
But waliwo gwe tukyali mu kulaba. You get it? Like they also expect you.
What are they trying to mean?
They want to see a woman.
Wasoma weka toinayo muno.
So let's talk about the boy child.
Well, I truly think as far as boy child is concerned, when you get to a university, the narrative is it is universal. We are going to find different people. We study with people from very good backgrounds, very poor backgrounds, students of children of ministers, and so on. So when you get to the university, you have to fit in the environment by how you dress, by how you think, by how you attend lectures, by how you get to the point.
Yes,
because at the end of the day, you need to be up to standard.
Yeah.
So you need to fit in, like when they look at you, you don't seem hungry, you don't seem poor, and so on. So you need to bring out that vibe of being at the university. Whereas that is there, we also have friends, and within these friends, we also have pressure from our own girlfriends. Yes? You get a girlfriend.
Friends.
Girlfriends, I don't know. You get a girlfriend, and at the end of the day, you think you're going to make life together, but she wants a life that you have already made.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to call you anytime when things fail. You are in there because you're dressing well, trying to fit in the environment. You get a girlfriend and she requests for urgent 500k. Urgent. Let's emphasize on urgent. And I need an urgent 500k. Yeah. Can you get me 500k? To her, it seems, I mean, you went for a class that you couldn't manage, because to her, it seems like 500 is something you are going to pick from there and go to a mobile money and then send. But within you, you know, with your whole background, that 500 is something not to play around
Some
with.
people taxing 500.
Exactly, it's very hard.
Yes.
Some of those students are on government.
But to her it's
they
urgent.
only see 500 when probably allowances have come out.
Exactly.
You get the point? And when your girlfriend hears managed centers of government is easy, a call from
And
nowhere.
I won't hear it from the campus girl.
Yeah, so the pressure is already there.
Yes.
As you are within there, you get to understand that your girlfriend has probably got a sugar daddy who is more richer than you. So you are competing with you're competing.
Sugar.
You need to balance books, parents, a sugar daddy, and also the girlfriend as well, because I mean you cannot let her go. All that pressure gets onto the boys.
Urgent 1
Yeah,
million.
yeah, urgent 1 million. But as you are struggling to get 500, a sugar daddy is calling to ask whether 1.5 is enough for a weekend. So with all this to a boy child, it is really depressing. And these are some of the things they go through, and they can never come out to tell you.
That's
because
right.
A man
You
is
feel
a
like
man.
embarrassed.
yeah,
How do
is
you
a
even
man.
start talking
yeah, you
about
get the
that?
point.
Yeah.
So with all that pressure, he needs to study. We need to meet deadlines. We have courseworks. You get the point.
Work.
Yeah, parents at home are calling to find out whether things are moving on like they're supposed to be. Yeah, they actually don't know that part of the money you get from government, half of it was sent to a girlfriend, and all you're remaining for is for rent. No one can speak about these things, but these things are live in university. So you find someone, they are tortured intellectually. They are annoyed to each and everyone, including the lecturer. Someone reaches the lecture, they are annoyed to the lecturer, the neighbor, the chalkboard, and so on. Simply because,
What does that
depression, you can just get annoyed.
Nothing is funny. You get like nothing.
You're not fine.
Yes, you're not
Now I
funny.
relate. The days
But you know what
I have done nothing, and it was just something.
Because nothing is funny.
No,
Yeah.
but actually,
So
it's
you
actually right.
so you carry it on. You
Yeah.
carry that pressure from your girlfriend to the lecture room. Like everything is just annoying you. You're not understanding what they are teaching you. All of a sudden you are hungry and angry. All of this situation should be a sign. There's a time we had a lecture, and this lecturer enters in and just looks at students, and really they were. Yes, what
is happening?
what's the problem? But you see, we have most laws of hierarchy. Like we have those physiological needs. Someone has eaten, then you go to relationships, how they relate with each other, are they safe? Yeah. Or if all those things are not put into place, you will find yourself depressed. You cannot trust where you live. Relationships are not working very well for you. Friends are not in there for you. And that is why someone says, You called me to borrow a 5k, and because I'm not giving it to you now, I'm
a fake friend.
I'm part of the fake friends that you're having.
Cut you off.
You transfer all this energy, your hopelessness, your
Fatigue.
your fatigue,
yeah.
your mental illness to each and everyone in the environment around you, and all of a sudden you can just recognize. Yes, you are losing sleep because whenever you sleep, you see a sugar daddy handing over some money to your girlfriend. You get the point.
And then you're trying
Or-
to miss that.
yeah. Sleep
prove
is
a
not.
point,
You're
like-
not losing sleep simply because you cannot sleep naturally.
Yeah.
But even when you rest, the thoughts continue running into your head. You get the point. So all these things are happening in the universe and they're affecting a boy child.
Now, before I run back to the lady, I want to first run back to Zen. Zen, have you heard of prom?
Yeah.
You've heard of prom?
Yes.
Have you noticed there is now a little bit of pressure on prom? Cash, a student having to get money for the car, the suit. They are still going to ask him on TV how much he put in, and if it doesn't look like it is still going to be pressurized everywhere.
Yeah.
The date, proposing, which date is going with them.
The ride you come with.
Yes.
Basically, meeting the standards.
I'm sure you've seen that pressure.
Yes.
And you know, we show all these proms
I've been a
on
part of
Saturday.
that pressure
We always
before.
show these proms on Saturday. The show that happens every Saturday from 7 to 9 a.m. Just after tomorrow, we are going to be back on TV.
Yeah, and
show
we're going to be
you those
showing
proms.
Chapa prom.
Yes,
by
we're
the
going to be
way.
having Chapa prom.
Yes.
So I don't know if these people also got depressed or we are talking to them, talking about their situations.
The man is here to take them through.
Are we talking about their situations? Oh,
I think prom goes back to financial
yeah.
and social status
Yeah, but this is a high school.
in a high school, and also like the highlight reels, like how do I look on Instagram?
Yeah.
Who is going to do this? What am I going to dress?
Yeah.
I
Human
happen to
service
go to
provider.
like one of like the most competitive schools socially,
Which is
Hannah. And by that time, like prom was a big deal. You know, like prom was a very big deal. Like you had to like kind of buy a table if you want to prove a point. Like you have to like pay for a table, and then they put for you champagne, like
Yeah, VIP.
like that was you know what was happening
There
by
is
that
no way
time.
you can
But
escape
like
depression.
currently, like there are kids who can afford. There are kids who can afford. For a fact, I know you cannot dream of something you can't, you know, kind of associate with.
Yeah.
You can't tell someone from Lira that this prom we want people to bring, you know, Range Rovers. Be like Odi. You know?
No, but someone can be coming from Lyra and they have the Range Rover at home.
No,
Ashley,
like
You guys are depressing
Ashley,
people.
Ashley, did you go for prom first of all?
I did.
Which school was that?
St. Joseph's Nagalama.
Did you feel some pressure?
No.
Why?
Okay, did you experience?
Plan-
Okay, no. Did you experience someone feeling pressure
Yes, I did.
because they wanted to over? Yeah.
Oh, yes, prom queen. What? You know.
yeah, it's
The
And also the
dress.
truth is, you know, as girls, when you look good, guys, the confidence is up there. So even if you don't basically want to do it for the people around, the pressure is on you because you want to look good for that day. You understand?
Anyway,
I feel like it's also like kind
I
of
feel
like
like-
the pressure at the moment, like even in the current era,
Yeah.
whether it's in the bar, whether it's what people want to show up differently. Yeah.
From
So I
others.
feel like there is a lot of like mental health challenges just because we want to show up. We want to embody like an image we are not.
yeah.
Yeah, we want to like
Wanna be.
yeah, we want to rise to a certain, you know, kind of Instagram life, and very many young people are actually falling victims for it.
Yeah.
You find that my G here will send his car 500k just because he wants like the girl to snap the text to be like, you know, who sent me 500, you know.
Even buying food, buying
Yes.
away.
I think that's competition.
And guys,
But
to
so
So it's
Bagamba,
affecting a lot of
competition.
people.
Adding to him, and for prom, the young high school and all, I feel like, okay, it's according to also you as a person, your personality. There are those people who, they don't care about prom. They will not go.
The people who actually
Go
tell you they are
home.
not going for prom.
Exactly. And then there is someone who is now like Miss and her head girl, because everyone knows you.
Yeah.
And then a shortage in finances comes at home. Man is all like, man, I can't afford that dress of 1.2.
A cow 500.
Twitter, don't even run for leave alone
Fuel
my
of
girlfriend.
$400.
Talk about
Yes, and
the
some
wannabes that have been
and
showing
some
off.
girls want to actually buy this dress. And they're going to put it on one event.
Exactly.
I don't want to tire. Okay? So that pressure on me. So it's also according to personality.
Yeah.
If you're into prom, you get that pressure. If you are not into prom, I just want to go and enjoy life with all the high school surrounding, and of course, I enjoyed my
And
prom.
basically, Bob is what I think. You guys, life is already hard. Tewe tuga ku kintu ky'otasobole ojja kwepa nange ojja baluka.
Just tell us your
Yes.
view.
About the prom.
You've been to prom in Masakara?
Yeah, but actually I never attended any prom.
Hey.
The loner.
Okay, but you have like a sibling
That
who's
was straight.
putting
So I
some
was in
pressure.
school. No, I was in school. I used the prom money to buy my first smartphone.
Just that look ahead.
That's the real deal.
I also used my first
I
prom
did.
money to do my nails.
Tifa tuleke.
Leave this plan, these
So from way
kids
back, I
alone.
think my mind has always been outside.
Yeah.
So we have a few people on TikTok, and they are definitely watching us. We have Nurush, I said good topic. Someone called Matthias, celebrity, BF, I think boyfriend, best friend, says hi. His Excellence
Maseruka,
Maseruka.
Wamulabi.
Yes, so
Let us talk
different people
about
watching.
substance use, drug use, alcohol. Yes. You know, before we started this, before we started going on air, before we went on air, I was telling someone that sometimes alcohol can be a ticket out of depression. Sometimes alcohol can be a reason or a cause of alcohol, rather of depression. So I think I should start with the lady, of course. Again,
let's start from
But
here.
Bob is on this
Start
lady.
from
Because of the music thing.
no,
No, whatever,
alcohol.
whatever.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Anyway, music is associated with drugs. We all know that. So
Sure.
yeah, of course, very.
Don't you
many
think we get
artists.
it wrongly?
No, he's, I
It's
mean,
actually
he's
not
an
wrong
artist.
because probably it's what the people. Okay, we all have. Should I call them role
Different ways
models,
you, yeah.
Yes.
inspirations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look
The
at
Wiz Khalifa.
no, I'll talk about Uganda.
Okay.
Yeah, Uganda, of course. So, look at all those big artists. I will tell you one thing for sure. It's not bad, but most artists believe substance helps them gain the confidence to face the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, over time, I think it's true, but it's how you know. So, substance and what I do, they actually 5 and 6.
5 and 6, but how do you get out of that? Because
The alcohol
I believe it's not a good thing to do.
It's mindset because me I operate sober. Luckily enough I operate sober, but I've operated on substance before.
Before, yes.
Yeah, so it's mindset. You just have to set your goals and maybe because when you weigh and take in maybe the substance usage and the goals,
Yeah.
this might actually hinder you from getting to where you want to get. So if you're smart enough, you put yourself in a certain channel.
Okay.
Yeah, so substance, I think it's just mindset.
Yes.
It's
So
a
I got
good
this
thing
quote
that
from
you
somewhere
came
where
out
they
of
say
that.
substance abuse, the use of drugs and alcohol can lead to depression. Substance abuse can also be a symptom of depression, as individuals may use substances as a form of self-medication. That's why I want to run the question back to Mr. Zen. How do you help such a person?
I think like drugs are coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
But also like we can abuse any drug, so that even if it's Panadol, even if it's like
Panadol.
How do they abuse Panadol?
you can abusing a drug means that you have taken it beyond like the prescription
Prescriptions, yeah.
you're supposed to. That's abusing a drug.
If I take underdose, it's not.
You're also abusing because like you find that you can go to a certain clinic, those that are very professional, to buy a certain drug, and they'll tell you, do you have like a prescription from the doctor, because they know they can't give you that drug. It could be like harmful to you.
Yeah.
So for starters, like that is the best. We can abuse any drug. We have had people who abuse painkillers because you have adopted to that environment where you don't want to feel the pain, so you kind of keep on taking painkillers, and very many people do it. You find that we have allergies. Yes, there is a time where like I couldn't survive without cetirizine.
Me too. At a time.
You get,
Yeah.
and like every time, even if you just think about it, like once you know that it won't go away, because so that is where your mindset is set, and that is how addictions start to grow, because your brain thinks that you cannot actually do something if you don't do this. If you don't drink, you won't be able to do this. If you don't smoke, you won't be able to do it. If you don't take this pill, you won't be able to cope. So because your brain has adjusted, you start consistently taking, and before you know it, you are actually hooked.
Yeah.
It doesn't, there is no person who is born an addict.
Yeah.
It doesn't start like that.
Like how the doctor said,
No,
this
it's-
kid is
Gross,
depressed.
But
Anyone-
the doctor
yes.
himself.
And anyone can be a victim of addiction.
Okay.
Anyone.
Yeah.
And actually even addictions are not just on drugs. There are other things people are addicted to, like
Phones.
sex.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is there.
True, by the way.
It is.
Sex is an addiction.
Yeah, and you just think that this
Social
person is
media.
actually likes sleeping around, but
But
this
it's just
person
an
is
addiction.
actually struggling with a sex addiction.
Yeah.
But people don't see it that way. People just say,
Pervert.
maybe Braffy just wants to, like,
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
But by the way, these are serious issues
Yeah.
young people are battling with. But because of the stigma, people don't talk about
True,
it.
by the way.
But back to drugs, I think people can recover from drugs. It takes time. It's a lot of work, and sometimes you feel like you're going to stop, like people who go to rehabilitation centers, and then, like, they inject them, they maintain them, and then you hear that after they have come back and then they have
Gone back.
I tell people relapse is healing. Like you can go through the medication and then when you come back again, that's healing normally.
Okay.
Relapse is healing. You just have to keep on doing the work. But also, I tell people, don't introduce yourself to a vibe you can't keep.
Yeah.
Don't introduce yourself to a vibe you can't keep. You're like, you want to keep taking this drug or keep doing this or this and this and this, but then you don't have the finances to do it.
True.
That's why you're going to hear people going back to the streets just to steal so that they can afford.
Yeah.
You see how one habit leads to the other. But it all came out of one thing.
Then, speaking of vibe, not being able to cope up with a specific vibe that you introduced yourself to, we some good time back, like about three months back, no, in fact 4 months, there was a story that came up on social media whereby two ladies they decided to go for a festival, but they didn't budget for accommodation to that festival. They only budgeted for the entrance fee. So they say that, okay, the person that was narrating says that they planned that when they reach there,
They won't fail to
they won't fail to get where to sleep, because they always find honey men there that will want to share a tent with someone of the other sex. So they but the friend had actually planned, one of the friends had planned that she will sell out the friend in order to get cash for her BD. So then the friend finds out on a text, when you're passing through your friend's text, and then you get to find that your friend actually did this to get this. So she actually she does revenge on the friend and
a terrible way.
It didn't go.
Connects the uncle who is sick. Infected with HIV to go and vibe her and
sleep with her.
Yeah. So the person who was narrating was the person that was sold out at the event. So she was saying, what I did, was it fine? Was it
not even fine?
Like she wanted to get it from the people.
Yes.
Was it fine? Because I feel like I should tell my friend that she should start doing pep.
Yes.
in order to start healing. But what she did to her just for birthday cash wasn't kawaii.
For peanut cash, and not even being remorseful to inform your friend.
Now I also feel this experience can get someone that dilemma.
Traumatized.
The dilemma of, should I tell my friend what I did was bad? Wanting to prove to yourself that what you did was wrong or right can also get you depressed. Because man.
Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. I normally go out. I like to go out, and you find that you're going to meet a table where these are just vibe goers, but literally they have just come to figure it out.
Terrible thing to do.
The lady.
There.
The lady. You go for festivals, right?
Try that.
You go for festivals. You go for festivals.
I guess I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have some pressure before you go for these festivals? There are very many trending festivals in Uganda, Kampala. You know, not even just in Kampala, in Jinja, everywhere. And
Even
they always,
birthdays.
yes, even
I organize
birthdays.
The
a
biggest problem for
festival.
ladies it's birthdays.
Yeah, sure.
And they always hyping them up, and you be like, "Neka kasente ngate kali or."
Awokubira boyfriend akweka agent 500
Do you get that pressure? Do you get that pressure?
Yes, I do. And pressure is everywhere, by the way. It's everywhere in life. I told you that. And yes, obviously, guys, you cannot underperform.
It's a no-go.
But what if the pocket is underperforming?
No room for
It had no room, no space for
You have
that.
to look for the money. And if, okay, honestly, me what I do, if I can't manage, if I'm the person, be like, I can't manage.
That's when you become a fake friend.
Okay, what's
So
Also,
pressure,
I feel
pressure.
feel
But
like
you cannot
fear-
force
I feel
yourself.
like
People don't
people,
understand.
people don't like having strict conversations.
Yes.
For me, if I am to invite someone out, I always make it clear. Come, I'm going to buy the things. Or come, we hang out, we cost share. Or we can't hang out. So I
That
feel
is a
like,
straight conversation.
yeah, I feel like all girls should know that if someone invites you out, don't shy around to be like, hey, this is my stake. You know?
Yeah.
Are you going to pay for this and this and this? Rather than, I met a girl who was stuck. Two of them, they were stuck with bouncers because they got drinks, and this man just kept telling them, order, I am coming.
That is how you
Did
end up
you-
washing
And they
plates.
ordered, and the guy was still just coming. And the
Relating to
guy
what Zen is
didn't show.
saying, there are these people, I'll not say that person, the owner of the story.
Yeah.
But a person calls you and tells you, come and find me somewhere. Like, let me say, they even pick you up from home and then you go somewhere. And most of the times, me, I've had friends that have gone through that.
Yeah.
Most of the times, when you reach there, mostly the men, he expects to maybe use this girl. And if the girl is not interested, the guy is going to tell you, I don't have Uber money for you.
Like, sort yourself out.
I mean, I do
Sort
not.
yourself out.
But remember, this person picked you up or sent a driver to pick you up.
Yeah.
So, which means you did not move with enough money, or you didn't move with totally
She's
enough
asking,
money.
but why?
And the person is telling, I do not have Uber money for you. Oh, let us split the bill. What are you going to do about that?
Okay.
Yes.
Like, personally, commenting on that. As a lady, guys, you should learn one thing. Move with your money. In your wallet.
First repeat it in another language.
Tambula ne sente zao.
Ne sente zao. Tambula ne sente zo.
Yes.
To avoid what? Depression
But
on
now-
the roads.
But now,
I think
can disappoint.
the
Yes.
basic budget
speak
when
from
going
a
out.
campus.
The basic budget.
Yes.
Have money to take you and bring you back.
At least have transport
Basic
money.
But you
budget.
guys,
And
now,
maybe
you know,
Now
a
that's
hundred.
the solution, but you guys, let's be realistic. We and more so now, me and you and Heather in campus, we are ladies. We know this happens. Women, I don't know why it's excitement. You understand? But there is a way we trust someone, because if you're giving me,
Over
you know,
a simple text.
not
just
just
simple text. Like, I mean, let me say I've been talking to Masarika for a long time, you know, and he has asked me out. He takes the initiative to come and actually pick me. I'm not going to expect that something is going to go wrong. You understand?
Exactly.
But remember, he's a man. If it's putting all that money, sometimes this is what men do. Some men feel like if they're investing anything in you, they want something in return. You understand? And at the end of the day, as women, it goes with consent. You understand? Just because you put in a few dollars, or you know, okay, let me not say few, because to a man it's definitely, we don't know where they get it from. You understand? But from a respectful point
It is
of
not
view,
worth leaving me at the roadside.
my love, and this is what I'm telling you. He has invited me out, has even picked me. So I'm
Yes.
like, you know what? I'm safe. I'm with Masaruka. The fact that he has picked me,
Mr. Masaruka.
what could actually go
Mr.
wrong?
Masaruka.
So we go, and then now he wants something in return. We are,
Yeah.
Let me say, even at the table we are eating, and he's like, so now, I made you happy. Are you happy? And you're, of course I'm happy. This was so nice. And then maybe he goes like, so you should also make me happy. And then maybe he goes on to be like, and then like, what do you mean I make
Dora, you
happy?
need
It's
a
like,
reality check. Mr. Masaruka. Mr. Masaruka.
Masaruka,
Yeah?
why not?
Let's talk about
It's a
the
check.
story that
These
we
things
just
actually
shared. Yeah?
happening.
Do you think the lady who did the revenge was right
Wrong.
or wrong?
Speaking from my concept,
Weighing.
however bad things might be, I don't believe in revenge. I think that is one. Not from a point that I'm being too religious, but from a point of, when you look at that girl, whatever she texted, she asks, is what I did worth it? Meaning inside her she feels something.
She's remorseful.
Must have went wrong. So probably how she would have handled it is, number one, that is a very big case.
Yes, it is.
Legally,
Yeah, it's manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Yeah, if you like infect someone with HIV knowingly,
yeah.
it's
So the case is legal. She would have reported that case because she was, sold out, and different men had sex with her. She would have reported. But also now that we know the story, you can advise the other person to go and report. You see that to and fro thing and reporting at police and so on. However, as a person, I think all this happens because of the pressure that people have. You don't have money to go to a certain event. Why are you forcing things?
My friend is going.
Yes?
We shall figure it
You
out.
don't understand women.
We shall figure it
If a girl
out.
celebrates a birthday
that's the
this month,
exact-
next month someone won't celebrate it.
Leave
later.
alone birthdays.
That is-
The youth.
That is the exact
Yeah.
thing
Want to
I'm
be
trying to
everywhere.
state. Why are you who are you competing with?
Friends.
Who are you trying to impress?
So for us who never went for nyege nyege are
Did we
not
die?
humans anymore. You get the
I think
point?
also like
You're leaving.
We are
The sun
living.
is burning all of us.
And leave
Exactly.
alone that there is very many events. You cannot go to each and every of them.
You cannot
understand?
come out and say, but we shall meet men there.
It's a terrible thing.
So what are you giving
but it
to
was
them?
their
but I
plan.
also
Yes, I'm
feel like-
saying it is because of pressure that we start to imagine
Yes.
through other people's pockets.
Expectations.
No. In fact, where the pressure came from was a birthday was a birthday party. You get?
The other girl
Yeah.
wanting to make a
But
massive
I
Yes.
feel
party.
like I also feel like there is a lot of entitlement going around.
Yes.
There is a lot of entitlement from both boys and from girls as well. Just because I've bought you a drink doesn't mean that that's consent. For me to have sex with you. But also just because you look beautiful and whatnot doesn't mean So I feel like there is a lot of pressure going around with that. So it's always important. There is a lot of actually mental health challenges.
Let me pick it from Mr. Don. We should stop taking women for granted.
I know.
The fact that she has come out and sat with you on a table, you have bought her whatever you have decided to buy for her.
Willingly.
It nowhere
You
states
both
Repeat the word
Yeah.
silence.
that now the bed is only
Yes.
for the two of you.
Or I should give something in return. Please.
If you're doing it genuinely, please do it.
Yes.
Because you call her for a date and so on. But the thinking that now because I've bought her something, so something should be happening is
Give
a
and take,
product of thinking that these are sexual products or
Yes.
machines.
Yes.
That you're objectifying them
But
to a
sorry,
point
radio
that
mobile
after-
man in a-
Yes, guys,
Like,
what
I
you
have
need to
some
know
pocket.
is that this is NBS with Voice, and we are
Yes.
engaging on the very topics that we need to be engaging
Yeah.
on, the things that really hurt the youth, the
Yes.
things that are supposed to be rotating around the youth and
that
still
don't
rotate around the
publicly
youth.
talk about.
Yes, this is our session. It always happens every Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. And of course, we are going to be coming again on Saturday for you guys. And that is, of course, the normal routine, NBS Youth Voice from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And we coming in with the biggest things. This Saturday, we have a prom to showcase. We have the Chapa prom, Chapa Ima prom, where we are going to be showing you guys what they call prom pressure, which has already started, by the way. And I know very many parents don't agree with prom, but they will by force. Why? Because prom is a level and it is a stage, and of course it is the current trend, which means it's supposed to be getting through. So I encourage all parents not to get any kind of depression because of this kind of event, because you signed up for something. It is what it is, right? Now, we've been going through the causes of depression. We started with
I think we need to have the final topic.
genetics, genes, it being passed through genes. We went to, did you talk about friendship? We said friendship.
Self-isolation.
Yes, we talked about the pressure that comes out of books. We talked about drug use, substance use. Now we need to also talk about the solutions. Yes, the solutions. Before you talk about solutions, how do you know someone is depressed exactly? You get? Because there are things whereby you know you can now, like how the doctor said that
This kid is
this
depressed.
baby is depressed, yeah? And you disagree rather, and say you cannot tell from birth that a baby is depressed. What are those exact things that
Signs.
the signs
Look at and be
that
like,
you look at and say this person is depressed? Apart from normal routine, apart from sadness.
Okay. I think I should also say that there are certain things that are normal. It's normal to grieve. It's normal to be sad. It's normal to cry. It's normal to like experience life.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very normal. Just because things are going wrong, or just because you're going through a certain kind of phase, shouldn't term you sick. Yeah, we are all human beings.
Yeah.
It would be so sad for me to lose someone I love and I just keep partying and don't even grieve. Like, what you call that? Or it will be so sad to achieve something and I don't celebrate it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very normal to experience feelings because we are human beings. It only becomes a problem when it consistently disrupts you, what you do, and also affects the people around you. It's very important because you know how they say that, you know, depression is contagious or happiness is contagious.
Yes.
If we are in this room happy, or if I come, you know, like if someone smiles at you, by the way, you will smile back.
Yeah.
You, even if you was rude as hell,
Someone depressed, they want.
you know. So it's important for us to know that mental health challenges, whether depression, whether anxiety, whether bipolar, they only become a problem when they are consistent, affecting people around you, affecting your routine.
Yeah.
And the best way to find out whether you're depressed or whether you're sick is through the medical professionals.
Yes.
They're out there. Some are free, some are expensive, depending.
Yeah.
But you don't confirm your bias because you want to say that, oh, I'm depressed because it's the new normal, it's the new topic, and then you're going to go on the internet, signs of depression. Of course they're there. You're going to just confirm your bias. And then that a lot of this information is going to, you know, add more.
Okay.
We see here people in COVID got a lot of mental health challenges because of misinformation.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for you to look for the proper information. One, and also us, like, I might not know the signs, but you could know the signs.
Yeah.
So like, be a brother's keeper. Be a shoulder you wish you had in most cases. So because there's very many people where it's very difficult to tell.
Yeah.
That, and also like, don't impose advice on people.
Yeah.
Don't impose advice on people because you feel like you are the best expert in mental health and what, and then you want to impose. Say what you see. If you've been coming late, I'll come to you and I'm like, Travis, you've been coming late.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm not going to impose a certain conversation that you no longer come late because you sleep in the bar. I wasn't there. I don't know that. I want to speak what I see. Yeah. You used to dress like that, but now it's different. Always start with what you see. Stop assuming. You know, stop being the wiser.
Yeah.
You know, like speak what you see and always invite people to a conversation. If someone doesn't want to talk to you, don't push.
Let them be.
Because you're going to lock out more. They're going to lock you out more.
Yes.
Because for me, if you just come to me like with like a lot of heat,
Yeah.
I'm normally curious, why are you so interested? You know, that's where trust issues begin.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for us to like, the signs I didn't talk about are what is even friendship. If can you like really tell that I'm actually struggling?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you really understand that we are actually friends or just allies? You know, are we like that deep to actually talk about these things?
Yeah.
You know, so I think all those things are important because that is how we get to see the signs. You know, in very many things, behavior, you know, character, dressing, sleeping patterns, a lot of those things.
Okay, now we did a little bit of research yesterday with ladies, and we got to find out that one of the ways you can actually help someone, a friend helping someone, I don't know, because you are one of the professionals in this,
Yes.
we came up with ways, and someone said that listen and validate their feelings. That's number one. Number two, encourage professional help. Like always encourage them. And I don't force them, but encourage them to get professional help. Yeah.
Yes.
Offer support for daily tasks. Then they also say stay in touch. Staying in touch, checking in with someone is also very important. Then they say that also encourage small healthy changes. Okay, we came up with many of them. We shall share most of them on our social media platforms. That is NBS #NBS Youth Voice, and of course we'd love to come to an end of this great session. And of course, I was happy having all of you guys, His Excellency Honorable Masaruka Joseph, Mr. Zen, Mr. Tambo, and of course Ashley. I'd love to first let the ladies give us some of the insights and also engage to your side. You engage to your side, I engage to my side.
So basically, guys, you've heard what the professionals had to say. This is a team of the youth.
Yeah.
The things that you cannot publicly talk about,
Yeah.
it's what we're bringing on the table. So what I can say about today's topic, I mean, everyone is going through something, you understand. Talk to someone if you have to, just like he said. Also, you need to know who you're going to talk to.
Yes.
If you feel like you cannot openly talk to a friend, because friends and these our other partners, they usually spill the secrets out, which makes us uncomfortable.
Yes.
There are people that you can actually meet, the facilities, the organizations that are there for mental health and all that. You can actually seek mental help, whatever it is. So basically, try to settle for what you have, appreciate what you have. Tewe wanika, you understand? We come from different social backgrounds. Financially, we all, we're all at a different level. So appreciate what you have, use what you have. If you cannot do something to support you into, it's okay. You won't die. Yeah. So basically,
Tifa.
I remain a lady.
Tifa tubulile.
Our mama. Hey.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
All I have to tell you is that make sure you do what you love most. If it is a job, be passionate about it. Because the moment you're doing a job you're passionate about, you're afraid of losing it, you're afraid of doing it wrongly, you're afraid of people noticing your mistakes in something you're doing, and you really love it. So do things that you love. About relationships, avoid toxic relationships. Move out, because move out. Do not accept to be in a toxic relationship. Friendship,
Have self-love.
yes, about friendship. I know people fight for relationships more than friendship, but me, I fight for friendships more than relationships. Get that friend that knows you, understands you, loves you, and will always be there for you. When you get that friend, you're definitely going to go through a good life. And finally, about depression. Depression is there. Depression is real, and do not live under denial. The moment you see that you're feeling like I'm not okay, get someone to talk to. Me, I usually talk to my sisters because I don't have anyone else to talk to. My sisters, my mom. Talk to that person you love. Yes. See Your Tifa is my name on all my social media platforms. I love you all. We meet on Saturday from 7 to 9 a.m.
All right, Mr. Masaruka, tell us your handles, who you are exactly, and how you have helped the youth. Lastly, let's make it brief.
I am Maseruka Robert.
Of course.
So it goes on all handles.
Handles.
Standard.
On Facebook, Maseruka Robert.
Yes.
On WhatsApp, Maseruka Robert. On Twitter, Maseruka Robert. On TikTok, Maseruka Robert. Only that on TikTok I had on 89th Guild President.
Yes.
So I think one of the best way is when we as youths in such a time can have a chance to talk about these things, probably those that are responsible can come out.
Yes.
When if you have a student, a child at university, it is of good importance that you talk to them as a parent, as a friend, as a brother, as a sister, as a partner. Part of the ways through which you can overcome this is by getting people understand that they are not alone, and we can have these things shared all together. You just imagine if you're hungry and all of a sudden someone calls to give you something to eat, someone is concerned how you're feeling. When we get someone to talk to and we can trust and confide in, then we can have this sorted.
All right, Mr. Zen, you tell us what you do exactly, your handles, and how you're going to also help us. Let's make it brief as well.
Okay. I'm called Don Zen Mwangozi. Those are my social media handles. I'm not on TikTok though. Instagram, Twitter, or X, and then LinkedIn. So those are the three main things I use. I am the founder and team leader for Awesome Mind Speaks. I'm also into events. I like a lot of entertainment. I do a lot of things, but my main vision and mission is to build a mental health ecosystem for 10 million young people.
Okay.
Right.
Nice, nice.
I go by the names.
sick.
Well, I go by the names of Tomboy on all media platforms.
Yeah.
So all social platforms. That's Instagram.